tayo dito sa Kababayan Today. We're still talking about relationships and everything that's included about relationships, especially being in a relationship with a Filipina. All right, so now let's talk about marriage versus live-in. We obviously all grew up in our Filipino households where we were told na, ay, wag ka magli-live-in. Yes. Kasalanan sa Diyos yan. But here in America, we understand also the practicality of living with someone, right? Let's open up the discussion about marriage versus live-in. Carol, let's start with you. Okay bang makipag live-in sa isang lalaki bago kayo ikasal? Oo o hindi?
Oh, if the woman wants, if they both agree, whether it's same-sex or hetero, living in, if they both agree that they want to take it to that level, because living in, it's another level of commitment. And if they both feel they're ready for that level of commitment, why not?
Okay. Tita Norma, ikaw ba agree sa pagli-live-in?
Definitely.
Oh.
If you're going to buy the merchandise, I'm buying.
Okay.
I would like to check the merchandise. Right?
You want to try it out first.
But my background, Catholic, I go to church every day, I pray the rosary. So this is not consistent, okay?
Okay.
But after many years, I was married for so many years.
To a Filipino?
To a Filipino. Iba yan. Okay? But when I started dating my husband, he asked me to marry him. I said, thank you, but let me try it out first. So let's see. Let's see.
Kung babagay
Kung babagay tayo. And walang samaan ng loob, ah. When I say it's over, it's over. Isang maleta lang ako, I leave. So, ground rules. We are here together. Let's see how it is. Hindi ako natatakot na mag-live-in. Mas nakakatakot ang mag-asawa.
Ayun.
It's so easy to walk in. It's so difficult to get out.
That's right. Yes. Okay. I want to use this word, and it's a difficult word to say. Hipokrito. This is when you're a hypocrite about it. You tell, people that, no, I'm living a very blessed, saintly life, and yet nakikipag-live-in ka. This is something that is very difficult to thread on because we don't want to upset our parents, first and foremost, right? And obviously, to tell our parents that we're going to be living in with someone, even if we're not married, you're worried more about what they will think than about you. Kat, how do you feel about this whole marriage, live-in, and do you hide it from your parents because you don't want to hurt them?
I say live-in is important. I was born and raised Catholic, and my parents were completely against it, but I did move in with my boyfriend.
Did you tell your parents about it?
No, I did not. Because I was afraid,
Same thing.
Same thing, same reason. He was also the older gentleman, so then there was that issue going on. But I agree with Tita Norma. You don't realize what you're getting yourself into until, there's just so much,
There's
just so much.
Right.
Yeah.
Because, if you consider marriage a sacred vow, you don't want to just, oh yes, I'm in love, let's get married.
But then I also feel like you don't want to go into this relationship blindly. And there's, there's, like you said in the beginning of the show, you only show your best parts in the beginning. And then when you start living with each other, you see another layer of that person. So I think it's important.
Allison, what about you? Live in or marriage right away?
Live in. Try it before you buy it. And I think I would keep saying yes because I think you have to know what you need in your home to make sure that your home can remain the sacred space that it needs to be so that you can be all that you want to be. And so you need to figure out whether you can live with the fact that they don't pick up after themselves or are you early riser or late, go to sleep late, are you a night owl? Like all the little things that you learn about like what kind of, I like to buy this kind of, turkey, and you like to buy the organic turkey.
So you will really get to know a person after you live with them.
Yeah.
I have a confession.
Confess it.
I've never lived with anybody else but my husband. And obviously now that I'm married, I'm very happily married, but I was always under the impression that, you know, okay, we can hang out and we can spend time together, but you have your place and I have mine. So I've always had my very own place until the day I got pregnant and got married. And that's the way it happened, because isn't that the way it usually happens? Diba? As we know in the Philippine culture, ay, buntis. Kasal? Kasal na. Do you believe in that? Now, in this day and age, if a woman gets pregnant in a relationship, do you get married? Kat?
No.
Hindi.
I don't think you need to get married. I know people who are happy with their own family that aren't married. I know the complete opposite, people that are, No.
Okay. Well, mainit ang diskusyon na namin dito sa Kababayan Today. We have our women's panel. When we return, we will be talking about more topics na baka magulat kayo. Stay tuned!